Don't watch me, watch Nolazine TV. It's the best video ever and subscribe to it.
What's up, y'all? My name is Ariee and you're now watching Nolazine TV.
Okay, the beautiful Ariee. So, tell everybody where you're from.
I'm from New Orleans, born and raised.
Okay. So, growing up, who influenced you for us to start making music?
My grandmother was a jazz singer. She's actually 92 now. But she used to travel the world with Moses Hogan. So yeah.
That's way out of my generation.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know what that is.
So it's like he was a really popular gospel group.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, how old were you when you first actually got into the music industry?
The music industry? I started singing at like 12 in church.
Usually where it starts for a
Yeah, so then I started, it was about 2010 when I got into the industry.
So I have a funny question for you, because I know most singers start in church. How did the church feel when they saw you started doing other type of R&B?
Secular?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like when I was getting older, churches were more comfortable with people doing like secular, because the church I went to, we're doing like more kind of like Kirk Franklin, and he kind of brings his own kind of R&B-ish flair to music, so it wasn't a huge turn from what they're doing now in church, actually, to then.
Okay. So, tell everybody, actually, how did you come up on with your name? And I know it's probably simple, but just
My birth name is Ariee.
Okay.
I was called Ariee since I was born, so it just stuck.
Yeah,
simple.
Pretty,
I'm Ariee. Keep it simple.
So tell us, what's the average day like for you?
Average day for me is waking up about now, post COVID, around like 7:30, checking my phone, going to the gym from like 10:30 to 11, handling whatever business I have to do for the rest of the day, and I'm probably in bed like by 10:30, to be honest.
So Ariee,
Yes.
Do you have any projects coming up?
Yeah, I actually have an album that I'm planning to release soon. It has about 10 songs on it, and I'm really excited to like release it. COVID kind of like slowed me down because I didn't really kind of know what was going on in the industry at the time, but I think now is the right time to like start releasing the newer music.
Also, do you have any features on there?
No, not right now. I do. I have Chopper. Chopper's a feature on Fire. Yeah.
Because I got two choppers now.
Chopper style. Chopper style. Who they want?
So tell us, what separates you, from other artists?
I think what separates me from other artists is that I do have my own unique sound, and that just comes from just the background of the background that I have with music. I was always raised on like super old school R&B. I was raised on like super pop.
I'm a big R&B fan.
Yeah.
I love R&B more than like rap. That's all it is, 90s R&B.
Yeah. Well, I was raised on like super R&B, super pop, and I have like a rock background, to be honest. So like my sound kind of like has a bit of all of my stuff. Yeah. So my sound pretty much has like a bit of everything.
Rock, do you like yell?
No, I'm not like a grunge rock. I'm just talking about like the style. Like I'm real heavy with like guitars in my music, just like super upbeat. So music basically is for everybody, like my music is. And I write my own music, so that'll set you apart too. Write all of my own music.
So has there ever been one point in your music career when you just wanted to give up?
I was tested during Corona heavily. It just brought a lot of frustration because I really had a plan at the end of 2019 to really push my full album the way I wanted to, and I was signed to In Grooves Universal with a distribution deal with my own record label, AMG. So that was super frustrating. But during the quarantine, I released myself from that deal, and and I'm just working on like, you know, producing my stuff. It makes me more creative. Since I wasn't able to do like release it how I wanted to, it just made me more creative in how I really wanted to release my album. But I did have moments where I wanted to like be like, you know, F this. This is stupid. Yeah.
With that being said, how well do you take on like I can't get the word out. How well do you take on like constructive criticism?
Oh, I'm good. Wait, I have super tough skin. If the constructive criticism is coming from people who are well respected and know what they're talking about, we're all good. I'm a good listener. I listen well.
Okay. So tell your fans something about you that you don't show like on your social media.
I have a lot of sisters. I have about 5 sisters. I don't show my.
They all look like you.
You know.
Yeah. You gotta start showing your sister and tagging them.
I have these 2 puppies that I love very much. I've been having them since I was like 17, and I don't show them much either. I don't know what else. Like I work out a lot. I don't show that much.
I need to start working out.
Yeah. I cook. I'm fire with the pots.
I'm fine with the air fryer.
But I did get burnt making grits.
Air fryer.
I got burnt right here making grits. Jordan told me to do it real on low heat.
Yeah.
He said you're doing too much.
Okay. So tell us. I'm like, are you single?
Yes, I am.
Are you ready to meet?
I'm always mingling.
Alright. So like being from New Orleans, do you feel like other artists in New Orleans actually like support each other?
I feel like the artists in New Orleans honestly are very cliquey. It's like a clique. You know, certain artists hang with certain artists don't. And if you're not in the mix, you know, I hang with a little bit of everybody. I'm like a little bird. I fly with a little bit of everybody. But I am not the typical New Orleans artist. Like when you listen to my music, it's very different from what you would hear from a typical local artist.
From New Orleans.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't even believe I'm from New Orleans, so.
Hey, you don't talk like it.
Yeah.
I don't really speak.
Cause I can if I want to.
You want to?
If I want to.
Okay. Well, speaking of that, like, I'm like, what does New Orleans culture actually mean to you? Like, it's the culture, the food, the bars, the drinks, everything. Just like what the culture means to you.
The culture is like everything. Like, I have not left New Orleans. I love it here. I was working on Bourbon Street. I'm like super New Orleans. I was working on Bourbon Street performing. I've worked multiple festivals in New Orleans. Like I went to New Orleans public schools. Like I'm 100% New Orleans. Like
New Orleans, so.
I used to go to Manchus after school, all that. All that.
All right.
It's everything.
So tell us, what do you enjoy most about the music industry, and what do you hate about the music industry?
The thing I most enjoy about the music industry is actually writing and performing and getting all my ideas and thoughts out. It's just like performing is just like therapeutic for me, so I love that. What I hate most about the music industry is that I have to like be on social media all day and like actually, you know, telling people stuff that I don't want to do. Like I don't want to be talking all the day. Like, you know, some people want you to like do lives and stuff all day, and I'm really not into that. But I'll joke people when they want to joke. You know, I'm fun.
You fun?
Yeah, I'm a good time.
You a good time? Okay. So like being from New Orleans, I want you to ask you this: do you feel like you have to move out your city once your music career like reach a certain milestone?
I was actually just having this conversation with a friend of mine. I am actually thinking about, expanding, and it's not just because it's not like New Orleans you don't have the ability to grow here. It's just like you will reach a Yeah, you got to move around, and you have to reach a larger audience, and exactly. That's pretty much what it is.
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, like you just have to get out of your comfort zone and like move around and meet a whole nother group of people and expose yourself to a whole nother group of people. And I don't see myself ever leaving New Orleans permanently, but I do see myself traveling a lot.
Like, I be want to leave, and like when I go to different states, I
yeah.
The food not there.
Yeah, you know, I love LA. Love it. Love it. Love it. I love LA. I love the weather there.
I like Florida.
I like the bouginess. Love it. But you're right. The food is not that great.
I become a vegan.
I don't want to. I don't do vegan. None of that. And like the houses are like super expensive
for a small ass.
Yeah,
place.
For a tiny place.
The hotel room's small.
Yeah, and I like Atlanta, but it's just they don't have no culture. Like it's just like
it's people from everywhere in Atlanta. You don't really move from Atlanta unless they really go to churches.
You gotta go to the hood to get a Atlanta person.
Okay, so tell us, what do you see your music career going like 3 years from now?
3 years from now, I plan to have a Grammy. 3 years from now, I plan to be like definitely like on the road, at least 3 or 4 albums in, and like just working and having fun. Like, you know, real musicians really just do it for the fun of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we love it. You know, it's not all for the money. You know, there's some people that just come out with a song. Yeah, some people come out with a song for fun, you know. But like people that really are into like music do it for the love of music.
Okay. So tell us, like what's next for you? Like, are you planning on signing artists, on a collabing with more artists, dropping merchandise? Like, tell us what's next.
Yeah. So what's next? I actually am coming out with a hairline.
Okay.
It's real. It's mine. A hairline called Fox & Co. That's going to be released in the next few months. I am going to be working on expanding my record label, AMG, Ariee Music Group, and branching out and signing artists and getting people on the road and even bands, like, you know what I'm saying, like making sure everybody's straight, making sure their money's straight, and the merch is just gonna be on point.
Oh, but if the money straight, everything good.
Everybody good. Everybody money straight. Everybody good.
And also, the last but not least, tell everybody, where can they find you on social media and just other music platforms?
You can find me on Instagram at Ariee. That's ARIEE. My website is www.arieemusic.com. YouTube, Ariee Music. Everything's Ariee Music. And then, you know, if you're confused, just Google me.
Google, yeah.
Just Google me.
All right. We done.
All right. Nolazine, baby.
Make them scream.
Make them scream.
Nolazine, make them scream. NOLAZINE. Make them SCREAM. Scream. Nolazine, make them scream. You heard me.